I always had this feeling that, things was going to be alright. I always had this feeling, things are going to turn out alright for me. I don't know why that was. It felt like, the best way of describing it now looking back is, my life was like a film then. I felt like a character in a film, and it's almost like it wasn't real, It was all just so kind of carefree and just enjoyable, It was, I was loving life.
That's such a good question. Who is Richie? I know I'm a good person,
See you later, guys.
But I make mistakes.
I'm just trying to put my stamp on there, along with the stamp of Berlin, kind of where I am now at this point in my life, in Richie Culver's life,
I think I had a total normal childhood, getting up to mischief. I was into sport, I was into everything really, boxing, playing basketball. Utah Jazz was my basketball team. I used to love Karl Malone, would collect the basketball shirt. There was just that kind of dream, from coming from such a dreary kind of seaside town where the summer never really seemed to come. Just watching those American films, gave us some kind of light.
Naive. My mum always says naive.
I just felt like Berlin was the next obvious kind of step.
There's a really good framers here, really high quality and cheaper than London. And I came here to frame it. Got introduced to Panorama Bar. Went, missed my flight, all that story that everyone says, but it actually happened. I can't live like this anymore. I'm worth more than this.
I have my art, my creativity, and that's, it's my saving grace, without sounding cheesy. It's been a lifesaver, it's something, for me to hold on to and, give me that reason to continue. For it to interlink with fashion, it's a nice fit and it feels kind of natural. Started becoming very aware of how people reacted, or how I reacted to someone else from what they was wearing. It was, you noticed it, how people got treated, what you wore. It was like your uniform. As I've grown up into an adult, it's like I've had many uniforms, that came down to, kind of who you hung out with, what you wore, etc., etc. A set of individuals I came across when I was homeless in New York, hustling on the streets. When I say hustling, I don't mean that in no kind of like hip-hop term. I mean like literally just kind of begging for money, doing whatever to get some money to get what I needed at the end of that day. And they all just had this, kind of very carefree attitude. They all wore black for starters, Doc Marten boots, ripped black jeans, black leather jackets or denim jackets full of patches, torn everywhere, rips, pins. I was just taken back by the style and the swag that they had, Not sure where the name Krusty comes from.
My story has not finished yet. So much more I want to give. It's the simple fact of needing it, having it, and then feeling content.